All right, so now I'm going to add a selection, save a selection. That's be helpful. I might have to adjust it later, but let's see how it goes. So I'm going to go to make sure that I'm on the pattern here and go to my magic wand and just select inside that. It's going to select all that white, and then I'm going to hold down the shift key and add these other whites to the selection. Make sure that contiguous is checked up here, so select all the white. And then I'm just going to zoom in kind of here a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and go back to my magic wand and uncheck contiguous and select the yellow. So hold down the shift and select the yellow. That means it'll just select all the yellow. And then if I zoom back out, right, I've got this selection. We'll deal with the red later. It's just a line weight that gives it a little bit. So the pattern's going to go in and take over all the yellow. We really do need it to kind of take over the red too, but we'll do that in a little bit later. So I'm just going to go to select and save selection in case I need it later. And I'll just name it, like pattern or something and click OK. So now that's a saved selection. I can load it later. So let's go ahead and turn the original tile on that we scaled in there. And so now what I can do is I can go to this pattern and we talked about tiling and stuff like that. I'm going to go to my rubber stamp here and I'm just going to kind of even this out a little bit. All of this is going to be really repeaty. So there's some smoother stuff here. And I'm just going to kind of come in to the original tile, right? And Alt with and select that and just kind of get rid of, some of this bumpiness because anything that's really dark is you're going to really be able to see it repeat. So I'm also going to even out the color a little bit on this just because that will also repeat. So unfortunately, tiles like this, you're just going to be able, depending on how picky you want to be, you're just going to have to smooth them out, even though because they're just so unique, each one, that you can't go in and necessarily have each one be unique. We're just creating a representation. If you were doing something that was like, had to be photorealistic, you would actually have to create that pattern yourself almost completely or make a larger piece that the tiling was not as evident, right? So anyway, I'm just going through and kind of getting all of this sort of done like that. And then what I'm going to do is I know this is pretty, it matches pretty well. So what I'm going to do, oh, that's a little light up there. Let's get rid of that. Is I'm going to Alt kind of up here and select, and then I'm going to go kind of in the middle here and go vertically, right down here while this selection is. And then of course it ends right there. I can kind of pick maybe right here and start and drag it down, And then if I do the same thing over here, right, if I come in and kind of pick at the same place and go towards the middle, I'll have a good chance that it's going to match, right? So let's go ahead and kind of Alt up here, and I'll drag down in the middle here, right, and get that guy. And then you could even, again, just kind of making your life a little easier with the patterning. And then I'll do the same thing here. So if I select in the middle here and drag across here, right, and then select again in the middle here and drag across here, there's a good chance that same kind of thing here, drag across here, and then again in the middle and drag kind of in the middle here. Now I can just kind of fill this other stuff in, oops, I kind of got a blob there, but oops, I kind of messed that one up. That's all right. So I'm just trying to make and stay away from the edges, but with this selection, you can see you can kind of fill in the tile. Whoops, let's get rid of that one. It's alt over here and get this, right? And then maybe get this stuff, trying not to mess up the edge that I made, right? And just filling it in. So I'll fill in the rest of it, and then we'll keep going.